Welcome back in, everybody, to the third and final game of the series. Cybercats in that last game, it was looking really good for StoRm, but in the end, Cybercats, they were just able to get the control off in the fights. You know, they were able to outfight the side of StoRm. StoRm just could not get back into it. Looking at the stats from that last game, Snako, 2, 5, and 8 on the silencer. Net worth-wise, actually close to Decala, so it wasn't as bad for the supports on StoRm as it was as Cybercats in the first game. But Young G just running rampant here, 10, 1, and 7 on the Ember Spirit. Nicky Cool, 6, 3, and 8 on the Storm Spirit. Didn't get that gallivanting start that he would have wanted because the Ember Spirit in the lane was able to put the pressure on with the Flame Guard, get really aggressive up to the Storm Spirit, and just push Young G forward more. In terms of the net worth coming out, yeah, I was able to get himself the items, BKBs coming out, Maelstroms, Boots of Travel, as well as the Lincoln Sphere. And yeah, in the end, that Storm Spirit, I mean, it's still a really good pick mid, but they played it right, and Young G 3 levels ahead of Nicky Cole as well. You look at Dark Lord 7, 2, and 5 on the Terrorblade. Meanwhile, Curly at 2, 3, and 2. Again, every time he went for a kill in the early laning stage, because it was a silencer in the lane with him, they just TP'd out. The Beastmaster as well as the Pugna. Every time the spin came out, the aggression, Curly was looking close to getting a kill, and just boom, straight up TP. Just leave, because the level 1, level 2 spin wasn't enough to get the kill potential out from the Juggernaut, and Snako didn't have the damage in the bag with the silencer to secure the kills before the TP completed. So StoRm were really punished in their lack of stuns, and I said it in the first game as well, stuns wins games. So if you're not rocking at least, let's be nice, let's say at least 1 per lane. You know, just 3 stuns over the board of your 5 heroes, you probably will be punished early on. And in the team fights, if you don't have the control, we saw it, Cybercats just ran rampant, able to get the Sunders off. Even the Doom tried to get the Dooms off onto the Terrorblade. It wasn't enough. You had the reverse life drain coming out from the Pugna to keep him alive through the Dooms.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it just didn't work. So Cybercats, they ban out the Chen. We're going to see the Timbersaw ban coming out, as well as the Medusa here from StoRm. So, StoRm, it is going to be first pick to the side of Cybercats. Didn't you want to ban out this Batrider? That Batrider looked really good as well in that last game. You had some amazing jumps coming out, even with the global silence being there. Was able to get in quick fingers and get lockdowns onto the Juggernaut. So StoRm coming through some reserve time to think about this ban. Maybe thinking if they want to take it away, they take away the Pugna instead. Okay. Big save hero, so Cybercats come out with the Broodmother. StoRm, we've seen Nagasarans deal with this last patch, or last time the Broodmother was popular. Good wave clear heroes you can pick up again in LC if you wanted to here to play against it. Whether this is going to be, because we're seeing still offlane Broodmothers. Yeah, offlane Broodmothers. Where I really would have expected at this point it to be a mid or a carry hero, but it seems like the teams are comfortable just running it in the offlane still. But yeah, if you get a Nagasaran out here that runs full Riptide, you know, 1 point into the mirror images, 2 points into the Riptide, 2 points into the mirror images, 3 points into the Riptide, hell, even like a 1-1-3 build, you can really bully the Broodmother in the lane. So it coming out this early on, it is a bit of a double-edged sword for the side of Cybercats. And, well, StoRm, again, really thinking about how they want to play this one. They've got themselves 2 picks, Crystal Maiden and the Monkey King. So, not 1, but 2 stuns in the first part of the draft. Yeah, Monkey King, Crystal Maiden with a lockdown, and the Frostbite comes out, and then the Monkey King trades off with the Jingu Mastery, the Boundless Striker as well, to get the control out onto the Broodmother.
5
okay, I like it. I do like it. And what then do Cybercats respond with? But yeah, it was a lot of reserve time there as well for the side of StoRm, just to be thinking about what they wanted to be picking up in this first phase. But the Crystal Maiden Monkey King combo, I really do like this one, especially as you know the core in the offlane more than likely now going to be this Broodmother. Cybercats, what is their response? Because this leaves nothing open for Cybercats to respond to. I suppose you could pick up your position 4. But just thinking in terms of, like, You know, it doesn't reveal a mid laner, it doesn't reveal like an off lane hero that you're going to be playing into, or like a position 4 support that you're going to be playing into. So cybercats, maybe just trying to lock in this off lane as well. And keep StoRm guessing what's going to go happen in the other lanes.
Dire team ban.
Nope, they just go for the Terrorblade again. Okay, fair enough. They know there's minimal threat of the Morphling, unless StoRm want to run it mid. And yeah, this time around though, you've got to watch out. The Wukong's command, the Jing Master, is going to be doing a lot of damage. I'd still like to see maybe another Doom to come out here for the side of StoRm. If they ban out the Primal Beast, yeah, some good lockdown there as well. As the Pulverize going through BKB. StoRm. Ban out the Undying. The Beastmaster gets taken away from cybercats. So these next set of bans, you know, pretty quick fire after how long it took to get through the first phase of bans. Yeah, this time around, I think I'd be more comfortable with the Silencer being picked up on the side of StoRm, if they wanted to. Just because the global into, like, the Boundless Strike, you can still cast spells in the Frostbite. Because it is just a root, it's not a full stun. But, I mean, the root is nice as well.
Radiant team, Dire team.
They ban out the Shadow Demon, and they picked the Spirit Breaker. Even more stuns. So, StoRm, they're just like, you're saying what? Yeah, we didn't pick any stuns in the second game. We'll show him stuns. Yeah. Spirit Breaker coming out now as well, so you're going to have the charge and the Night Strike to come through. The Greater Bash as well. Some good lockdown potential there. I would like to see maybe a Darkseer to come out for the side of cybercats now.
5 seconds remaining.
Just being able to Terrorblade, vacuum him into the Wukong command. The wall comes out. You've got a lot of control. Excuse me. Vacuum into the freezing field as well from the Crystal Maiden. Spirit Breaker can charge people down with the Iron Shell going. I've convinced myself. You know, I really like that Darkseer pick potentially to come out here for StoRm.
Dire team pick.
Cybercats, so let's go for the Rubik. Okay, can steal. I mean, what would you really want to steal? The Frostbite, Freezing Field. Maybe the Boundless Strike as well. Yeah, telekinesis into a Boundless Strike might not be a bad combo here. Offers a decent amount of burst in the lane through the Fade Bolt. Can telekinesis. I wonder if this is going to be the 4 though, with the Broodmother in the off lane. And again, coming through some reserve time. 50 seconds left on the clock here for cybercats. So what do they want to... I mean, again, StoRm showing a couple of supports. The Oracle comes out now for the save. Okay. That's not bad. Can keep the Terrorblade alive while it's being... If he does get controlled out, stunned up, and locked down, can keep him alive with a false promise until he can get that Sunder off.
10 seconds remaining.
Would I still like the Doom? I mean, even doing up the Oracle might not be the worst idea in the world. So, StoRm. What is the 4th pick here? Again, it looks like both teams... I mean, StoRm are going to be able to respond with a mid lane pick to whatever cybercat. So it looks like we are just seeing like both side lanes being picked up now.
Team ban.
Oh, okay. This is the first... I've seen a few bans in drafts of the Enigma, but this is the first actual Enigma I've seen being picked up. So both teams now looking for mid lane. And Storm Spirit, Ember Spirit, Void's not as popular. Queen of Pain.
Remaining.
Puck's still there as well.
5 seconds remaining.
What's it going to be? Cybercats do have that first pick as well, so StoRm will be able to respond to anything that Cybercats do pick up. So what's it going to be for the Cybercats?
Radiant team ban.
Okay, they ban out the Puck.
Team ban.
Queen of Pain is the response. Storm and Ember.
Team ban.
Okay, Batrider. I'm surprised Batrider made it this far, especially with how much Cybercats likes that hero. But yeah, no, they ban out the Batrider. So, StoRm. What's the response? Do they want to still go for... Like, is the Batrider as well as the Puck ban? Would that still be a Storm
5
Spirit in mid lane?
seconds
Maybe an Ember
remaining.
Spirit? I mean, I'm just looking at both of these heroes like being, you know, the most popular mid laners at the minute. But what else do we have that they could go for? TA, not
team
really. That'd be a
pick.
really greedy lineup for the side of cybercats if they went for a TA here as well. Tim has already been banned out. That plays mid every so often. Would you want to go for... So you ban out the Ember Spirit here. So maybe the Storm to come out. You could go for... I mean, we're seeing snipers and leaners being picked up again.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe something... I mean, it's definitely got to be something new here for the side of
5
Storm, right?
seconds
If the Storm Spirit comes out for cybercats... And they're going to think about this one. They've got themselves 20 seconds left on the board. So what's it going to be here for cybercats? Just looking through. OD's not really being picked up. The Pangoli's been banned out already, right? Yeah, Pango's been banned out. Cybercats. So they go for the Storm Spirit themselves. And Storm, how do they want to respond to this? Do they... I mean, they've got themselves a minute left of reserve time after the pick phase time.
10 seconds
They could go for a
remaining.
TA themselves. I actually wouldn't mind that one. Big utility
5
on the
seconds
Enigma, and you get the right-click damage coming through from the TA. The trap's going to be nice as well, just for the slowdown. Doesn't really need to worry about the... With the refraction charges, what the Storm Spirit can do in lane, because you should always have those refraction charges, or mostly have those refraction charges up. Put out a lot of right-click damage. You're going to be building into a Desolator as well. They go for a
Now select your
Snapfire.
heroes.
Okay, yeah, alright. I've seen this being picked up. Ranged hero does a decent amount of damage. Once you get that level 20 and your little shredder starts doing your right-click damage as well, that's not bad. If you get a good 3-4 man black hole, hell, even a 5-man black hole, the Mortimer Kisses will do a lot of damage. But it is an Enigma playing into a Rubik, so you have to. Not just, oh, it'd be nice to, you have to get that black hole with the Rubik inside. And if you don't, Storm Spirit, you know, if you do get the Rubik inside, the Storm Spirit's going to be able to come along with Vortex from the back line as well. Yeah, it's just, I mean, the Enigma pick might be nice if they get a full team in the black hole, but I just think there's ways to deal with this on the side of cybercats, and yeah, I think there's a reason we're not really seeing it being picked up. It gets threatened with bans every so often, but I still don't think the hero's in a good place. Because you're still the Greaves builder, you're still like a pipe builder, you want a BKB or potentially a Lincoln Sphere, you want a Blink Dagger to engage, you know, there's just way too much on your shopping list to be picking up. It's not like you have... Now, the Spirit Breaker could go for... No, the Spirit Breaker doesn't want to go for the Greaves. The Snapfire doesn't want to go for a pipe either. Yeah, there's just way too much that you have to pick up as the offlaner to be useful as this Enigma. But we're going to find out how it is going to go for the side of Storm and cybercats right after this guy's going to take a third and final, for this series at least, word from our sponsors EGB, and then we'll get into the third and final game here right after this.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system, welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Right, where was I? I was bitching about the Enigma pick. Yeah, I could see Nikki Cool as the mid laner. Potentially going in for Greaves to try and lighten the load here on the Enigma. Doesn't want to be building... I don't think he wants to be building into a Crimson Guard, at least. But I think the Blink Black... excuse me, the Blink BKB is so important for getting that black hole off that if you delay it by going for the Greaves or a pipe or something like that, you pay the price. There's no global stats to come out, but there is a spell steal that can turn that black hole around. Storm Spirit coming through as well with the Vortex drag back that can interrupt that before the BKB. Maybe a Lincoln Sphere, to be honest. Maybe a Lincoln Sphere because you want to block that spell steal. Which does go through. So yeah, we'll see. Well, we'll see just what the Enigma really will be building in towards.
The battle begins.
We're going to get some early aggression coming up, but the Terrorblade should be able to get both of these top bounty runes. There is going to be a contest around this now as well. Krillia, there's going to be a Blood Grenade coming through. Monkey King, he actually skilled up the Balance Strike, tries to dodge it off with the Mischief, but the damage coming through. They're going to be able to get the kill into Krillia. This is going to be First Blood. One more right-click. Force Majeure going to be slowed down. That Fade Bolt, though, should be there if he gets the vision out. The Blood Grenade going to be thrown in by the Crystal Maiden as well. Krillia, by the hair on his tail here, this Monkey King, he's going to have to go all the way back to Fountain. And yeah, the TPs once it comes in. So Seneko, I mean, the Crystal Maiden really not awful getting some solo XP. He's not going to be able to get any last hits really, I don't think. But not awful for the Crystal Maiden to get some solo XP in this lane. Gets him up to a quick level 2, which is where the hero does start to pop off a little bit. Because the Monkey King will TP himself in. So Force Majeure going to take some damage here. In the mid lane, we'll see Nicky Cool coming up against the StoRm Spirit. I don't mind this pickup. Seneko, ooh, this actually could be the First Blood here. It will be his Force Majeure. Does the damage gets the Fable out. The Crystal Maiden just way too far forwards, taking too much damage. Coming through, and the Rubik was just able to put out a lot of right-click damage here. And the Crystal Maiden just got way too far forwards. Telekinesis comes out now. They've got the drag back. Krillia trying to get himself away. And Monkey King, well, the Mischief comes out, but once again, he takes so much damage coming through from this one. And the Crystal Maiden doesn't have a TP. TP'd into the lane. Has to use a smoke to run himself into the lane to get there quicker. You on the mid lane. How's Nicky Cool going to do up against Young G? Young G already 9 last hits to the 6 of Nicky Cool. I don't hate the Snapfire pickup. Krillia's going to go down. Krillia is going to go down. One more right click. The Mischief comes through, but the right click's going to be the no. 5 health? Are you joking me? No Blood Grenade, no follow-up, no... I mean, it's only level 2 on the Broodmother, so no Spiderlands. But 5 health? That's just the innate block coming through, doing its job. And the Monkey King, he's being bullied in this lane. Because he had to go in for the Balance Strike so early on. He got forced back away from the lane, gets behind in terms of levels. Yeah, and now DK Focus, well, I mean, there's going to be a really nice Crystal Maiden Frostbite coming through onto the Rubik, but is that going to be enough for the kill? It looks like it's not going to be. And it's going to be a drag back into another kill. Force Majeure. Having a really good time, and now the tips. Now the real tips comes out for Krillia. Yeah, I generally thought this Monkey King would have a way better time with the Crystal Maiden in the lane up against the Brood. But he's just playing behind in terms of levels, playing behind in terms of farm now. And all of a sudden, Monkey King, he's going to have a really rough time. In the top lane, though, 1J does get rooted. Darklow completely ignores him. Moving himself over to the Healing Lotus. Let's take a look. I mean, 3 minutes in, you've got Snapfire now catching up in terms of last hits with the StoRm Spirit. Going for the cookie as well as the Scatter Blast here. Snapfire, anytime the StoRm Spirit comes in closer, drop a Remnant, he will be punished by the Scatter Blast from Nicky Cool. No, Seneko, the Blood Grenade's going to be there. Force Majeure is on a killing spree. We're not even 5 minutes into this game. The Balance Strike comes out, though. He's got himself the Jingu Mastery damage. Is he going to be able to get the kill? One more right click, and Krillia, no! He's not going to be able to get it off. One more, he's not going to be enough. And the double kill comes out. The Silken Bowler, the mischance, the 40% mischance there paying off. And the Monkey King, well, the odds weren't in his favor. Needs to pray to RNGesus a little bit more, though. Because, yeah, one right click would have got the kill onto the Rubik, but the Silken Bowler mischance was just enough to put the Monkey King in a bad position. And I don't know whether they're talking about swapping lanes, because Monkey King's just sitting himself in the fountain at the minute. Just maybe trying to, you know, communicate, well, let's swap lanes, let's put, no, he's going to TP himself back down. Okay. Mid lane, Nicky Cool. He gets a fresh bottle. I'm surprised Force Majeure's maybe not waiting around for a Vortex in here from Young G. Top lane. They're going to be able to get the kill onto Dominic. Dominic, charge comes through, but Jakala still gets it now. Charge connects onto the Terrorblade. Is there going to be enough damage from 1J to get the kill? There will be. Dominic actually gets it with the Eidolon, so now finally StoRm are on the board. Jakala has to move himself back in mid lane, though. Nicky Cool. How did you end up there? Vortex drag back, and Nicky Cool, he's going to go down. Yeah. Young G, he picked up the kill. 6 kills in 5 minutes here for the side of cybercats. I think whichever way this one goes, I don't think it's going to be a long game. You know, not an epic 60-minute fight after fight after fight after fight. Sineko's going to take a twin gate to the top. Just making a move in with Roshan. They're going to go for the charge now. Dark Lord charge comes through. They're going to be able to connect. What is that? Frostbite. The Midnight Pulse going down now as well as the Malefice even. Frostbite is going to be there now as well. Dark Lord only level 3, so no Sunder through the trees. No way he gets out alive. Calls for the fight me cowards after the fact now. He's going to be healing up. He's even got himself a shirt tango. 1J gets that ward down. Looking for the vision onto Dark Lord. But Dark Lord, with the heals coming through from Ducatus now with the Purifying Flames, he's going to be A-okay. It's like he was never, ever touched in the lane. Bottom lane. Speaking of, Krilliat. The Frostbite comes out into DK Focus. That was a really good attempt. They lost vision in the very last second. One more right click from anyone there. Finishes the kill on the Terrorblade. Charge. Body Kiss is going to be dropped. Youngji still in level 5. The Vortex will be dropped now as well. Did he get the kill onto the Storm Spirit? The Storm Spirit, he just picks up 6! He's going to be able to get the dive back in. He gets the kill onto 1J. Ducatus actually gets the kill onto 1J. But he just picks up 6 as the Morty Kisses are raining down there from the creep wave. And he was able to get that ball light in the way, so the Morty Kisses don't connect. And Young G, one more would have been enough there for the kill. Everything going the way of Cybercats here in game number 3. That is ridiculous, that timing. Force Majeure, just picking up some solo XP in the mid lane now as well. Dominic's level 5, getting close towards that level 6. We'll see if he does actually get off. The anti-runes actually going the way of Storm. Okay. A decent amount of gold there. I mean, it's still the net worth lead going the way of Cybercats. Do they actually get this one off in the mid lane? They don't. Monkey King at level 4 is being forced into the jungle. The Broodmother is ruining his lane. Silken Bowler mischance. I genuinely thought he'd have a way better chance in that lane, but Silken Bowler just coming in and saying, nah, 40% mischance, you ain't hitting shit. So yeah, Krilliat now has to fear for his life in the trees. And he's not even got himself net worth-wise. He is so far behind this Broodmother. He's going to be about nearly 2,000 gold behind. Chase comes in, Silken Bowler, though the Mischief's going to be there. Mischance will still carry on going. Slowed a little bit too, gets the twin gate out. They might actually look for the kill. I think he'll be able to get the chase out onto Dark Lord. Whereas the rotations, while this is going on, Dark Lord, I mean, again, through the trees, no way he gets himself away again. Nah. The vision from Krilliat, Balance Strike will miss, but the Eidolon damage coming through. Do they save the kill for Krilliat? Krilliat's trying to dive himself around on the trees. One more right click. Dominic picks it up with the Eidolons, it looks like. Mid lane though, gonna be the diving onto Nikki. Cool. Was that Vortex Strike back? They have the telekinesis that they need it now as well. The stun from the Frostbite. Oh, excuse me, the root from the Frostbite. Gets the lockdown onto Young G. Young G, Scatterblast will connect now. The charge comes through from the Spirit Breaker. Gets himself an Invis Rune. He has to pop it now. It's going to try and ball line you through the charge. 1J with the right clicks now, but yeah, Invis Rune, he gets himself away. Morty Kisses will rain down, but once again, they will not connect. And Morty is going to be left sad that... No, I suppose you should ask permission, really, before you go in and just kiss somebody. Before you start raining kisses on a person. And Nikki Cool now 3 heroes in the mid lane. They get another kill. Force Majeure on a mega kill streak. Real carry Rubik coming out 5-0-1 in the first 8 minutes of the game. Cybercats, really good start for them. This Broodmother absolutely ruined the bottom lane. Takes down a tier 1 tower in the first 8 minutes of the game. Going in towards his Echo Saber, so we could potentially see the Harpoon coming out early for the Broodmother as well. 1J could be in trouble. Silken Bowlers to slow him down. There's even going to be some Spawn Spiderlands coming out, but 1J with a slow-mo charge actually cancels it out. But yeah, the Monkey, I mean, at least the Monkey King's keeping close to the Terrorblade. What's he looking to in terms of items? There's no way you can look towards a Battle Fury here on the Monkey King. You just can't do it. Power Treads are going to be coming out for the Monkey King as he looks to just again carry on farming the jungle.
That should help.
Mid lane. How's it looking? Oh, they might be able to take the kill. They do get the root now as well. 1J, does he have that charge? Will be able to get himself away. Anything to try and intercept this one. There could be a Storm Spirit close, as it's still going to be the kill. DK Focus with a chase down there. Yeah, really nice one now back into the mid lane. And they're going to be able to go on the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden telekinesis. Young G gets the kill. And Crystal Maiden will quite literally fall to pieces here after that gank.
Radiant's middle tower.
Now with the
is under
Broodmother,
attack.
they're going to be able to take down another tier 1 tower.
Radiant structure
Oh, this
are
early game
fortified.
aggression coming out from the side of cybercats. 10 kills in the first 10 minutes. Dominic, he's looking for the black hole. Force Majeure steals the Eidolons. But again, this is what I'm saying. You're such a slow hero in the Enigma. You've gone for these Greaves first, so no Blink Dagger, no BKB, no Lincolns. You want to walk yourself in, you get Telekinesis because you've got no BKB. You get Vortex because you've got no BKB. You get the Black Hole Storm because you've got no Lincoln Sphere. You're going for the Greaves, great. You keep your Eidolons alive, so you look for the push in. It's a bit of a pet peeve, this Enigma pickup for me, and it does set me on a bit of a rant, if you can tell. So yeah, unless you catch both the Rubicon as well as the Storm Spirit and a Black Hole, which you're not going to do because you don't have a Blink Dagger, because you opted for Mech Mana Boots into Greaves, you're just going to be controlled out.
To me!
And very, very genuinely, I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt to this Enigma pickup, but it just, for me, the Enigma and the Snapfire, not it for me. 1J trying to do what he can on the bottom lane, just trying to find himself some farm here. How's the Monkey King looking? We've not checked in with Krilliat for a little bit. It's going to be straight into a Radiance. Yeah, no, fair enough. Oh, the Storm Spirit interrupts the multi-cases. Dominic, the Black Hole does come through. Did they actually get the kill into the Storm here now? Cookie connects, and Rubik, he walks himself in, but he's still not going to be able to get the kill. He pops himself that regen rune. Young G, he's going to be surviving all the way through this one. They take down one. They're going to be able to take down two. Dark Lord comes in. The Wukong's command will be used here. The Storm Spirit gets out alive. They lose Force Majeure, but they pick up the Nikki Cool kill. They pick up the Dominic kill, and then they get the Storm Spirit out. He was hanging around. He was one right click from death. And yet, the Storm Spirit was able to survive through that one. Will be able to back himself away.
Radiant's middle tower
As
is
the
under
Brood
attack.
just continues to push out, put the Spiderling pressure on the mid lane. Creeps will be pushing in that tier 1 tower. Spiderling damage coming through. And I get the Snapfire, you know, great with the Scatter Blast onto the Spiderlings as he pushes into the lane. Really good at taking the pressure off the towers as the Broodmother pushes in. Great, fantastic. How's he looking as well? Not worthwhile. 5th. Jumping from the Storm Spirit. Cookie comes out. Doesn't matter. Catches him mid-vortex in the Cookie. Going to be stolen by the Rubik now as well. So DK Bogus. They're going to be able to put pressure onto this tier 1 once again. Nikki Cool. I mean, it's 13-3 at 12 minutes. Over a kill a minute here for the side of Cybercats. They are just absolutely rocking this game. They are making Storm quake in their little booties. And there ain't not a lot that Storm can do to get themselves back into this one. I know that was a double negative. But still, Storm, it's just really not looking good for them. You've got the Monkey King trying to build up into a Radiance now. He's going to have the gold and about 500 gold for the Sacred Relic. While that's going on, the Terrorblade building into his Manta Style already has that Dragon Lance. So the Monkey King, he's not lost any momentum behind the Terrorblade, but the Dark Lord looks like he's always going to be, you know, half an item, a component here or there ahead. And with the magic damage coming out on the side of Cybercats as well, I don't know if this Radiance is going to be enough. From that, I know I keep repeating that one, and I keep seeming to talk down on the side of Storm. But it does seem to be fairly rough for the side of Storm, and I can't sugarcoat it really. Because again, it just seems like Cybercats, they've taken 2/3 of this map away from Storm, and Storm are all huddled in like one little slice of the map, while the Broodmother pushes down lanes. You've got the Terrorblade farming through the jungle wherever he wants to go. Storm and Rubik just hunting kills for fun. So let's see what they're going to be able to do here. Storm Spirit, not the Storm Spirit, just the Storm team. Yeah, maybe they're going to have some Storm Spirit, you know, some team spirit to get themselves back into it here. Wisdom Rune's coming out, 14 minutes. The Crystal Maiden should be able to pick it up. Bottom lane, 1J is going to be there. I mean, Ducalis is close. Going to get the D-Ward out now as well, this Rubik. So, 1J actually goes for the charge. Oh, no way. You go for the charge onto the Broodmother. I suppose that there wasn't the reaction here from Force Majeure. He's looking alright with the Aether Lens on the Rubik. Again, it means that you can get the spell steal off from range, the telekinesis off from a little bit longer away. If he doesn't get caught in the black hole, because last time he did walk himself into the black hole, which, you know, he didn't want to do. It was a bit of a mistake there. Well, let's see. The jump comes in. They're going to be able to get the kill. Surely they do. Yeah, they get the kill onto 1J. There's going to be Spiderlands being spawned here. Nikki Cool with the double damage rune. And it looks like cybercats. Nikki Cool is going to be revealed. And Krilliat, he was looking to get a Wukong's command off. He was looking for the opening. Just couldn't come. There was no jump potential. And cybercats just backed themselves away. Nikki Cool just continues to farm out. Actually, the lowest in terms of cores here, the Snapfire, net worth-wise. What's he got item-wise? Going towards the Rod of Atos. Bits of travel out already for the Snapfire. The double damage rune is going to help the farm just a little bit. Just a wee bit. But, yeah, no, it looks like he's... Oh, Dominic, is he going to go down here? The Monkey King's going to come in. There's going to be the Midnight Pulse being dropped now as well. But Dominic, the Fade Bolt does fly through. He doesn't feel comfortable dropping the Black Hole. And Young G out of mana, so he won't get the kill. But it does force Dominic back the low health. As DK Fogus pulls all the attention away from the Broodmother. In this bottom lane, the Spiderlings once again putting pressure onto it. And this tower is going to go low, if not go down here to the Spiderlings as well as the Catapult Creep Wave pushing in. DK Fogus doesn't even need to be there to push it in. Spiderlings, they just continue doing damage. There's going to be another Creep Wave, so the fortification will come out from the side of the Radiant. And while this is going, I mean, the Broodmother moves himself away. Dark Lord just continues to farm. And that Skadi going to be queued up after the Manta Style. The Manta Style going to be, what, about 800 gold away? If that. Really nice pickup. And pulse.
Okay.
Bit of luck. And we get, of course, just nominate someone to pause the game. Snako says, Guys, just let me do it. I'll pause it. You know, none of these instant on pauses. Just let me press the button. Yeah. Snako finally locks down the puppy pause. That's not a puppy pause. For anyone that doesn't know, a puppy pause used to be a pause in the middle of a team fight. Like, the team fight be going and you get the puppy pause coming out because somebody be lagging or, like, in the middle of a gank, middle of a team fight. Somebody on the side of Puppy's team would be, lagging or have computer issues, so you just pause it. And that's why we had Malini Cop look into it. So Enigma, we get the reconnect. It's not going to be a long one, but yeah, we're 16 minutes into this game. Dire have an 80% win probability chance, as predicted by the side of Dota Plus. DK Fogus running towards Crystal Maiden is smoked up. Smoke's going to break now. DK Fogus, he might be the target. He has teammates around. He might try and look for this jump, though. TP even going to be coming through. The charge from the Frostbite. Backlines Young G. He's waiting to get that dive in. There's going to be the Nether Strike coming through now as well. Did he get the kill onto Ducalis? Ducalis, he has to pause promise himself. The Black Hole comes through. But the Stormspirit dives himself in. Actually dives himself a little bit too... No, the Black Hole, he gets turned around. Force Majority locks down two of them. They're going to be able to get the kill. They don't lose anybody apart from the Oracle. They're going to be able to clean up. 1J tries to go for the charge onto Dark Lord. Wukong's man will come out. 1J's going to go down inside those Wukong's man. Surely he will. Now Force Major, that's what I was talking about. Just away from it. Either the Storm Spirit gets the Vortex out or the Rubik steals the Black Hole. And able to turn it right back around on Storm. And Krilliat's in the trees. He's trying to get himself away. Oh, his tree gets eaten. They find the real one now as well. There's going to jump in. Dark Lord. He's already used that Sunder with the right clicks. It should be enough to get the kill into Krilliat. Krilliat trying to do what he can with the Jingu. Will not be enough. Nowhere near enough. Dark Lord gets the credit for the kill. As the Terrorblade just continues to farm up here and again buying time. There's going to be the charge from 1J. They did lose the tier 2 tower mostly, by the way. So one more round of Spiderlings from the side of Cybercats. DK Fogus, yeah, pushes in with those Spiderlings. Spiderites, whatever you want to call them. Will be able to take it down. So I wonder if they try and go for the deny here. 1J hanging around this tower. And... charge comes in. 1J, he's going to reveal himself. Oh, top lane though, there's gonna be the dive in. Dominic, he gets locked down. Vortex comes through. Snake gonna try and do what he can. The Midnight Pulse is on the ground here, but the dive comes through. They should be able to get the kill onto Dominic. No, freezing field, as well as the frostbite. Force Majeure gets low, so that's the black hole walk wiped off. Do they get the kill onto Young G? Young G does get low. No false promise. Okay, they take down 2.
Too much bluster. Not enough
And
snow.
Sineko with the double kill. They're really good setup from the frostbite. So maybe this game isn't
Dire's
as
top
over
tower is
as I was
under
predicting.
attack. Radiant are scanning. Radiant structures
That
are
was like
fortified.
4 or 5 heroes from the side of StoRm, grouping up onto like 2 or 3 on the side of cybercats though. Not to take anything away, it's still a good couple of kills, good couple of pickoffs there. Just saying that
Dire's top tower
maybe
is falling.
in the 5v5 it doesn't go the same way. Charge coming out. 1J is just constantly trying to keep this pressure off the bottom lane. Dominic trying to farm up. That Blink Dagger will be up in about 250 gold. That is a really nice item to have. Again, being able to get the jump out, initiate, not having to meander up. Because again, the Enigma, even with the Greaves, 290 movement speed is a really slow hero.
Dire
And
are scanning.
see 1J, what's he going towards? Straight into the Shadow Blade here, so no drums for the Spirit Breaker support. No bongo boots, nothing like that, just straight into the Shadow Blade. And then a BKB to follow. Fair enough. Roshan gonna swing back down to his daytime home in the next 2 seconds. Smoke coming out from the side of StoRm. That black hole's up in 12 seconds as well, so by the time they get themselves down here, well, either 1, the Roshan's going to be taken by cybercats already, or 2, they might be able to get the biggest of big black holes. Yeah, the Blink Dagger, though, still not picked up. Still going to be another 70 gold away from it here. 60 gold away, the Enigma. So they might hang around, try and get... But if they do hang around and look for that... Well... What can you really do?
Whoa, what'd I miss?
So to get the kill onto Roche, A just goes the way of Young G.
Huzzah!
And yeah, and no worries here.
For me?
They get the Aegis, they just, yeah, they're going to look to put some pressure on. I wonder if they try and go high ground here with this, or is it a little bit too early itemized? The Lincoln's coming out from the Storm Spirit. No Sanj, I don't think, unless it's on the courier. No, it's not okay, courier. Yeah, Storm Spirit just it's gonna be a naked Kaya for now.
Huzzah!
Dire's top tower is under attack.
G. Going in towards Lincoln Sphere. Sneko, Nikki Cool coming back to heal up after they get themselves the Tormentor. Because it does a lot of damage to heroes like Crystal Maiden.
Pick it up, Mortimer.
But he does get the shard from it, so we're going to see the freezing field. He's allowed to move through it. Going to give it his best also impression, just let it go in the middle of the fights. And the the total amount of explosions increased by 20% as well.
I'm over here.
Jump in though. Did they actually get it? Mischief comes through. They're going to be able to get the kill. Krilliat. They had a really nice read there. The Storm Spirit jumps in, even through the Mischief. The Vortex comes through. Young G able to get the kill with the help of Decalis. Let's see Sineko. Yeah, Crystal Maiden just straight into the BKB. This is a bit of a Hail Mary play here for Sineko. But you want that BKB out just so you can get a full freezing field through. And unless that black hole does get stolen, there's nothing really on the side of Cybercats that stops you from going for a full performance, let's call it, with a freezing field. It just means, I mean, he doesn't have the Philosopher's Stone. It is going to be a long time coming through here for this Crystal Maiden before he's going to be able to get the gold for the BKB. If they do take a good fight, maybe wipe out 5 heroes on the side of Cybercats so the Crystal Maiden lives through it all, he might be able to get 1 or 2 components from that. But yeah, for the most part, it is not a quick build. For the, not a quick build for the Crystal Maiden to really go to pick up.
Zip! Huzzah!
Now, bottom lane. I think they might have seen, with the Sentry Wards being down, they might have seen the image. I mean, they were pinging it out.
Scanning.
Dark Lord gets himself a Wisdom Rune. I mean, how's the Monkey King looking in terms of items? He did get that Radiance. Gonna go back now. Yasha out into a BKB, then the Manta, it seems like. He's sick of being controlled out in these fights. They get the jump onto Dominic now as well. Dominic, they have the damage, the Vortex to come through. Storm Spirit trying to do what he can. Dominic tries to do what he can with the Malefice. Charge now the Cookie. And Dominic will be
Dire's
away.
courier has been
No
killed.
follow-up from this one. The Spirit Breaker on the back lines as well. I think, again, he got seen? So there's going to be a jump in, and now they do finish off the kill onto Nicky Cool. Oh, it was Dark Lord's courier that got taken away. That's why they know where the Spirit Breaker is. So yeah, no Nicky Cool, no Multiple Kisses, no Scatter Blast for now for the next 30 seconds, and it looks like they want to try and push this mid lane in. The mid lane creep wave, sorry, is pushing up to the tier 2 tower on the Dire side, so they're going to go for the bottom lane instead. This tier 3 tower fortification, it's going to be wearing off. Another fortification with the backdoor protection. Now the fortification does come through. Spidlins, they will be able to force it out. They've got the creep wave though. The Midnight Pulse should take care of the creep wave. But from a distance, Dark Lord will be able to go. This Metamorphosis form still going. He's got the illusions out. This meta, it's only about a third of the way through. So this tier 3 tower, it will go down. So they want to go for the dive at the base of backline, so there's going to be the charge coming through. Spirit Breaker, Wukong's command. They take down the Rubik. Or do they? The False Promise will be here now. The healing's up. Telekinesis, Krillette, they have the control. They're going to be able to get the kill into the Monkey King. Force Majeure might live. He's alive as Dominic now chased down. Dominic trying to go with the Malefice, but Manstyle popped here from the Broodmother, and they're going to be able to get a lane of racks. Maybe even try and force out a buyback. The Rubik did actually die in the end, so the heals from Jakalis not enough to keep the Rubik going.
Dire's courier has been killed.
But they do a lot of damage to these racks. In fact, the Broodmother illusions carry on going through. They're going to be able to take down this melee racks. Spylins finish the job. They're going to try and push out one into this. I think they'll be able to get in. The Cookie comes through from the 1J. So stun up onto Young G. Young G has that Aegis for the next 14 seconds of the black hole in the back lines. They get the lockdown onto the Broodmother. There's going to be the Storm Spirit coming in now as well. Do they pop the Aegis? They just barely got the edge of that one now as well. So the Storm Spirit going to come back right back, full health, full mana. Going to be able to get the pick up on Dominic. Dominic gets low. The Vortex comes through. They get the Rotovator lockdown onto the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit, will he survive a second time now? As the Storm just wants to carry on chasing down Snako. He does get double bashed, but Young G, do they have enough to keep Storm Spirit alive? They don't. And 1J will be able to get the kill. The buyback comes through from Dominic, though. Again, using that black hole to get the lockdown onto the Broodmother. This time there was no Rubik to interrupt that one. And the Storm Spirit, again, just mistimes the dive. And gets caught in the black hole, which does pop the Aegis, which maybe is what he wanted to do. You just tick down to that. Because it did only have a few seconds left on it. Literally down to like the last 2 or 3 seconds. Forceman just stole the charge. Nice. He might lose it here. He's going to get pretty down low, so will Jakalis. They can't go for this one. They can't go for this one. Not without the help of the Broodmother. So that's a lot of wasted life there on both supports on the side of cybercats.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Storm Spirit wants his BKB now as well. The BKB about not even 1,000 gold. 700 gold away for the Storm Spirit. Sells that wand, gets himself another... How much does a magic wand sell for? About 200 to 250.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now they get it. Now they're going to have the Reign of Destiny on the Oracle. And Young G moving through. No Aegis, no Roshan for at least 1 minute and 20 seconds here. Could be another daytime rush if the secondary clock goes long enough. Because what, 1 minute and 12? It's going to be 28. It's going to be nearly 29 minutes. If it's longer than a minute, though, 1 minute 20 seconds will be enough to get a Roshan spawn on the bottom part of this map, which is pushing in for the side of Storm. And they are going to try and maybe even it up, take a lane of racks in the top lane, because there's still a tier 1 tower here in the top lane. There's still a good set of towers that cybercats would have to try and get through. But Terrorblade moves himself back, just using his illusions to push out the lane. Not a full commitment from the side of Storm here either. The cybercats want to go for a smoke.
Dire are scanning.
So cybercats do move themselves in. Dark Lord Youngji looking for this wraparound. They might be able to find the Enigma. You've still got that Terrorblade illusion pushing out the top lane now as well. Will fade. Oh, the Enigma. He's going to show. Does he want to go for this one? Stormswift's going to make a massive dive in now. Dominic, he's going to be under trouble. There's going to be the charge to be again stolen by the Rubik. So the Force Majeure connects. They're going to be able to get the kill. What was stolen though? It's going to be the Eidolons for Force Majeure. And yeah, they look for the charge in. Roshan, it is going to be a long one. Over 2 minutes here before the big man's back up. So it's going to be a daytime Rosh. I don't know if that's going to matter now, though. Cybercats, they're looking to maybe take a second lane of racks. The melee racks did survive, so it was range racks that were taken down on the bottom lane. And the melee racks back up to full health. But it does mean slowly but surely this bottom lane will push in. And yeah, Cybercats, they can carry on going here. If they wanted to. 1J. No charge left on the Rubik. Young G with the shield rune. It's most of the way through the shield rune. Terrorblade solo takes this top tier 2 as well. Using illusions, again, going to put some pressure on. They might have found out the Monkey King. But the BKB comes out from Young G. Still got that shield rune going for a bit now as well. The lockdown with the Vortex. Krillya, does he have that BKB? He does. He doesn't want to pop it just yet. There's going to be the rotation in. Krillya, though, taking a lot of right-click damage on the edge of the Wukong's command. He's going to go down. Couldn't get the TP away. And now 1J going to be chased out. Did they have enough damage to stop that TP? They don't. They've already got the kill onto the Monkey. And that is more than enough. In fact, they might be able to get the kill onto Nicky Cool as well. No, Nicky Cool. BKB TP out of his own. He got low. Was able to get himself back to base. Roshan a minute away here. StoRm in a really bad position. The Monkey King down for 40 seconds. 1J charge out. Mate, come on. That was risky. StoRm's really looking to push in this, pushing the mid lane. Yeah, you look at the damage coming through. It was 2.3k damage coming through from the Monkey King. It was really nice, but he waited till the very end of his life to try and go for the BKB TP out, and the right-click damage was too much from the Terrorblade. Even through the Wukong's command, you know, that bonus 24 armor, it was just way too much, and just a chip down from the Terrorblade coming into that one. Monkey just didn't have the time to go for the TP out. Roche, 15 seconds from spawning. We'll see if Cybercats are they going to scout this one out. Maybe potentially leave a Spiderland in there.
You have a mother's gratitude.
3 seconds on the respawn. Dekalis just going to hang around here to see when it does come back up. There it is. They have the knowledge. They ping it out. Eidolon pushing out the top lane. How's the bottom racks? Just a catapult wave pushing in. So, should be cleaned up. You have another creep wave coming in soon. But again, Cybercats more bothered about getting the Roach kill first. That cheese Aegis, it actually should be enough, I think, to, with the Reign of Destiny here as well, just force out a high ground push on this bottom lane. Look for the lane of racks. Yeah, cheese and Aegis goes the way of the Terrorblade this time, actually. Top lane, Terrorblade, going to TP back. Okay, going to use his illusions once again. Push this lane out. Smoke's going to come through, though, from the side of StoRm. Can he make something happen? Now they know this Terrorblade isn't here. The Terrorblade illusion is going to push out slowly but surely onto the Eidolons as well. How quickly can the Terrorblade and the StoRm Strike get back to the rest of his team? StoRm, they're looking for something, but it looks like Cybercats, they've already left. Yeah, they've already got themselves away. You have the Spiderites just pulling the aggro on this top lane here as well, so it doesn't push back towards this tier 3. 5-man smoke coming out from the side of Cybercats. What do you want to go with this one? 1J as well as Krillyak going to reveal themselves here. So now Cybercats, they have a target for the smoke. They might just actually look, because the Terrorblade illusion is coming in. Maybe look to cut off anyone retreating back. The TP comes back here from Nicky Cool. On the Snapfire, 2, 6, and 4 on the Snapfire. You can put that to the 5, 2, and 13 on the Storm Spirit. Yeah, they're going to be able to get the jump in. Oh, they get the jump onto the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden! The lockdown, it's going to be enough to get the kill. Yeah, CM, after that Solar Crest, still going away with BKB. Can build up the Ogre Axe if he wants to. Fortification here, so the melee rack's a little bit more protection being offered. Krillyak not TPing back just yet. Maybe wants that Manta style here on the Monkey King. Trying to push out this bottom lane here as well, but the Rax is already gone. They're going to move into the mid lane.
tower is
They've
under
got
attack.
some pressure to put on. There's going to be a big wraparound being signaled here from the side of StoRm. They want to go for the back lines. Going to the battle lines on the map at least. But while they're doing this, while the planet out, the buyback comes out from the Crystal Maiden. Is this where they go for the wraparound? Dominic does have the BKB. Dark Lord, though, the furthest one forwards. Yeah, he just wants to carry on coming onto the racks. Pops his Manta style. These illusions from the Terrorblades. Well, the back lines. There's going to be 1J to dive in. They get the kill onto the Oracle. Curly pops the Wukong's command, but Dark Lord's going to be able to BKB. No! Oh, the Black Hole is going to be on the outside of here of the Wukong's command, but they pop this Aegis. Young G eats the cheese. Charge away, but 1J's going to be slowed down. He's going to be killed off. Maybe a step too far here. Curly gets to dive in, but that Wukong's command is already down now. And the Monkey King, he's going to be cleaned up. The Sunder gets used. Dominic tries to get himself away from this one. The buyback from 1J, as well as Krillia. Charge coming through. Do they actually really want to go for this charge? The Bash stops the TP on the Terrorblade. Now the Terrorblade needs to try and get himself away, but where's the rest of his team to try and protect him? Do they just let Dark Lord go? He's got a lot of health. Doesn't have that Sunder though, and it looks like they will just let him fall. As now they chase down onto Force Majeure. What's Force Majeure stolen? Just the Malefice. Going to go for the Cliff TP out. DK Focus. Yeah, with the Nullifier. Echo Saber now going towards, it looks like a Lincoln Sphere for the Broodmother. They did lose a tier 3. They lost the lane of Rax. That Bash coming through from 1J, though, that was fortunate to get the kill onto the Terrorblade. And again, Terrorblade with no Sunder. The Aegis had already been claimed.
Tower is under attack.
Storm Spirit wants to go towards a Hex. Can they get anything from this, though? There's still a tier 2 tower standing. The lane is pushed all the way back up in favor of the Dire towards the Radiant side of the map. Looks like they might be able to get themselves a tier 2 tower in the mid lane. Anything else from that, though? Maybe not even the tier 2 tower in the mid lane. Creep Wave is pushing in. Terrorblade's up in 26 seconds now. Oh, they might have got the catch out. Do they have the reveal that just comes through? They're going to be able to get into 1J. 1J. BKB is going to be there now as well. No Black Hole for the next 74 seconds. And Dominic might have to try and turn and run away from DK Focus. It's going to be the Radiant Destiny's coming through. Not enough to keep Force Majeure alive. So they do get the kill. Storm Spirit, though. Let's go for that dive away back towards safety. DK Focus has the TP up. Yeah, he should be able to break the vision. Go for that TP away. The Callus might not be so lucky. Does have his TP on the Oracle. Going to look to the higher ground, so he's got the vision. Goes for that TP away. But ooh, Dominic, he blinked up just as the TP was complete, and a Malefice there would have spelled doom for the Oracle. Though he knows he's an Oracle, he saw it coming, he calculated that, knew exactly where he needs to go for the TP out. But yeah, now the Terrorblade is back up. You've got that Black Hole coming up in 24 seconds. Can they repeat this fight, or do cybercats just wait this out? Aegis, at least 3 minutes and 22 seconds before the big man's back up in his pit. One J just keeps going for the charge, clearing out these creeps as well. How's he looking, the Spirit Breaker? Actually going towards a blood... no, just an Orchid for now. On the Spirit Breaker, so he can get the charge out, get the stun onto the Rubik, get the silence off, and try and finish him off on the back lines, or even onto the Oracle before the False Promise comes out.
Dire are scanning.
Meanwhile, cybercats looking forward to this push down the mid lane. Where can they really go with this? Because again, they've got no Aegis. Oh, if they find the Monkey King out of position though. The Monkey's already bought back. 1J's already bought back. They might try and take this Tormentor quickly. Got a lot of damage to 1J if they get caught out. Okay, so they are going to be able to get this one, but the ping comes through here. 1J does get himself the shard. Has to back himself up again. 1J can't be caught out. The buyback is down. For the Crystal Maiden, for the Monkey King, for the Spirit Breaker on the side of StoRm. Meanwhile, I mean, it's down for everybody apart from StoRm Spirit and the Enigma. Everybody else is either a combination of gold or time. But it will be down. Oh, 1J stops the charge short. Doesn't want to get caught out there with 3 heroes on the outlines, just on the edge. Would have been a rough one to charge into. Youngji found himself the Arcane Rune. What really can he do with this? He's going to come through with another charge here. on the Spirit Breaker. Young G takes the outpost, so just, again, limiting the map, just choking them in a little bit.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Young G continues to farm. DK Focus as well. What's DK Focus looking at? It's still going to be the Lincoln Sphere. Going to be about 700-ish gold away from completing, which isn't too bad for the Broodmother net worth-wise. Second only behind the Terrorblade, and the Terrorblade is going to be his Shard. What else was that? Shard. Daedalus. The BKB comes out, though. They're going to be able to know. The Sunder comes out for Dark Lord, and he keeps the Oracle alive, and now 1J, the lockdown comes through. They've got the Reign of Destiny, they've got the heal onto Dark Lord now as well. They've got the control, they've got the kill. And he's dead for 97 seconds. No buyback. Already used it. It's on cooldown again for 3 minutes. Big opening if they're tracking this. That Sunder, it saves his life, and Ducalis going to be more than thankful to Dark Lord.
Okay.
So now they could look for a second lane. They could push down this mid lane. Eidolons, they're trying to do what they can to push this lane out. But yeah, the rotation comes in. DK Focus with the spawn Spidlands. This creep wave should start to push in with about 1J for 70 seconds. No Aegis, but they do still have a 1 hero advantage here on the side of Cybercats. Push coming in. Midnight Pulse has been dropped. Dark Lord wants to be coming up. No, does he have the Sunder back up? He does. So look at this. Terrorblade just coming in. He's got that meta going. Going to be able to do a lot of damage. Balance Strike will connect, but if he needs it, again, got the heals coming through from the Purifying Flames. False Promise there as well. Catapult for the stuns. This is going to be another lane of racks, whichever way you cut it. It looks like the, Terrorblade, he doesn't want to stop here. You have that top lane at least pushing out, so they're not going to be able to go for the tier 3 into Megas. Unless they want to TP themselves back. But Roshan, it's going to be a minute 24 here. They do get the stun onto the illusions, but the real Terrorblade, the real side of Cybercats, they're going to be able to back themselves away. Really good push in there after getting the 1J. 1J is just getting way too aggressive, and it does cost him his life. And now they know where the Roshan's going to spawn. It's going to be a minute and 9 seconds before he's back up. But even at a max here of another minute on top of this one, they're going to know it's going to be a daytime Rosh. And yeah, they're going to look to group up around this. So 40 minutes in, Cybercats. I genuinely thought this one, I mean, we were looking at what, at 12 minutes, 13 minutes, it was 13 to 2 kills. I genuinely thought it wasn't going to be a long one in terms of the kills. But dive comes in. Do now they get the kill. They're going to be able to take Ducalis. Just watching that Young G. He's going to be able to get the BKB dive out now as well. The charge still coming through though. Going for that TP. Will they cancel the charge? They will. He's out of mana. Okay, so this is an opening. They've got the kill onto the Oracle. What can they do with this one? They have a minute downtime here before the Oracle will be back. But again, the Terrorblade Illusions, you've got the super creeps pushing into the mid lane. So the Spirit Breaker has to charge himself back, lest they lose buildings and tier 4 towers. Roshan. They're going to have the timing though here, StoRm. They have a great setup for it. I'm surprised that Cybercats didn't just hang themselves around the high ground. Look for just the protection of that Roshan respawn, which will be coming out now, and the Monkey King will be able to get it. So it's going to be 14 seconds on the buyback as well for the Monkey King, 7 seconds here for the Spirit Breaker. So they're going to have both buyback as well as an Aegis going the way of StoRm on the Monkey King. Is this really going to be enough though? I mean, one good fight, they can push themselves down the mid lane, try and take 2 lanes of racks on the top and the mid lane. How quickly can they take this Roshan? The smoke going to come through from Cybercats. They might try and catch him outside of it. But the Spirit Breaker not being here, it's going to be a 4v5. Nicky Cool gets the Aegis. Cheese goes the way of the Monkey King. They might look to try and cut them off. And now, yeah, there's going to be the TP in from the Oracle. Push comes through from the Terrorblade Illusions. Maybe trying to get the Scout up. Backstab coming through. Storm Spray is going to go for a big dive in. Won't connect here. And now the TP to the outpost. Spirit Breaker will be able to join up with the rest of his team. Terrorblade Illusion scouts out Seneko. Just the Frostbite to control. Not going to be the real one, obviously, but still nice. Just to not be chased down on the Crystal Maiden. The Crystal Maiden does have that BKB as well. Fresh BKB for the Crystal Maiden. Nicky Cool. Straight up Rapier. It's just Rapier time. Yeah, you get the little shot of using your attack damage. If you get a Rapier off, you will delete anybody that you lock down, even through BKB.
This'll come in handy.
So, Nikki, he has the gold for it. Going to swap out the Rod of Atos. Does he want to actually buy up here? If you...
Radiant's courier has been
Yeah, no, straight up
killed.
Rapier comes out for Snapfire. Okay, fair enough. We'll see if that's going to be enough to turn the game. I mean, you look at the net worth between the two teams, it's not really going anywhere between the two of them. It's 1k net worth, and even having 2 lanes of racks on the side of cybercats, StoRm are keeping it close. I genuinely thought the game would have been over now with how bad a start StoRm had, but StoRm, they've got the Basher on the Monkey King, they've got this Radiance, they've got the Manta Style, building towards an Ag Scepter as well. In fact, he's already got the Ag Scepter because it was the third Roshan. So we'll see what he wants to turn the gold into. Yeah, Snapfire has this Aegis. They want to look for a fight here, but they're being scouted out by Spiderlands. Nikki steps forward, Scatterblast comes out. Maybe acting as a bit of bait here, showing the Rapier. It still has that Aegis for 3 minutes. Would like to see some other form of protection. I mean, it's going to be 7-second BKB, maybe like a heart to come out for the Snapfire. So it means he's really not easy to get through once this Aegis goes down. Is it going to be Silver Edge? Already queuing up the Shadow Blade. No, it's not going to be Silver Edge because he's already got the Daedalus. So it is just going to be the Shadow Blade. I mean, if he goes for the Shadow Blade, he could turn it into a Silver Edge if he wants to anyway. But not going to rush it because the Daedalus is already here for the Snapfire.
Is under attack.
Is this Cybercat hanging around a little bit too long? Because Krillia has got some good momentum going here. They do have 2 lanes of racks, but StoRm, they're not too fussed about this with the Eidolons, with the Scatterblast coming out. The Monkey King being able to throw, I mean, pretty much everything the Monkey King throws out with the Radiant Burn here as well. They can defend their lanes quite well. Spirit Breaker can TP himself back, clear off a creep wave with a charge like this, and then just charge into a fight. Yeah, no, it feels like Cybercats maybe on the back foot, even being 2 lanes of racks up. They are going to group up. This Aegis goes away in what? A minute and a half. Could be a big opening once that's lost here for Nicky Cool. Again, he is going to be going into the Shadow Blade. I would have just liked to see like a heart to come out, extra survivability, maybe like an AC. But armor attack speed. Yeah, okay. So Decalis goes down to a quote-unquote neutral, as they do take that Tormentor. So what was that? The Rubik's Shard? Yeah, Force Majeure. He gets that self-save with the Telekinesis. Running towards an Aeon Disc here as well on the Rubik. Yeah, Snapfire gonna be able to just cleave through these illusions as well. And easily StoRm keep the creeps out of the base.
Bounty killing.
We'll see if there is going to be a fight before the next Roshan, because this is going to be the Aegis being taken down pretty much now, I do believe, on the Starfire. Yeah, 30 seconds away. So are they going to try and like do or die this Aegis, or do they just want to, you know, maybe play around it, just keep Cybercats pushed back and wait for the next one to come up? Because it feels like Cybercats, they ain't in a rush to push down and look for any fights. Aegis has been reclaimed, so we'll see what they want to do with this one now. Shadow Blade's out for the Snapfire as well, so that's a bit of a safety mechanism. Well, as long as they don't have a gem or dust, or wards, gem on the Storm Spirit, you've got wards here on the Rubik. Any dust out? Nah, there's no dust out. Terrorblade going towards a refresher now as well, so Young G, he might be the one that has to scout out here. If the Snapfire's in the Shadow Blade, because he does have this gem, so he's that walking vision. Cybercat's going to go for the 5-man smoke as well. Scan comes out
scanning.
near the lower Roche pit, but there's going to be the TPs away. Yeah, Snapfire's already back towards the mid lane. Cybercat's not going to be catching anyone. 2 gems on the side of StoRm as well. Okie dokie. Crystal Maiden's not used that BKB yet, right? Yeah, no, still a 9-second cooldown on the BKB.
Huzzah!
You get yourself 20 bonus armor as well inside the freezing field. Well, both teams doing this to spite me. I said this is probably going to be the quickest game of the series. It's actually going to be the longest game of the series. We are going overtime here. Hurry Freak will be taking over in the next series to come. You know, we're just doing a 1-1 today. But for now, still in this game, just trying to see which way it's going to go here. As the the Snapfire, level 25, going to be the ×3 little Sheriff multi-shot. Because why wouldn't you? With a rapier and a Daedalus? Yeah, of course you're going to take that. Oh boy, you are going to be going through heroes like nobody's business. Wants a cooldown on it every 12 seconds. Yeah, okay. Both supports not learning the lessons here. That's the Crystal Maiden dead for 90 seconds. This is actually a really big opening for the side of cybercats. They either force out a buyback from the Crystal Maiden, or Crystal Maiden's dead for 86 seconds. But again, cybercats, they're playing it safe. They're playing away here. Monkey King using his illusions to push up the top lane. The Radiant Spurn does come through, so the creep wave should push through onto the tier 3 just a little bit. Slowly chipping away at this one, slowly working it down. Yeah, these Mantra illusions will fade off. The real Monkey King back to base. Since this rapier came out, we have seen 0 engagements from either side. Now Roshan is 15 seconds away. This might force the issue for both teams. Because I mean, it's at least 15 seconds away. Well, it's at least 5 seconds away now. We'll see. Cybercats, do they want to go? Glimmer Cape comes through. Force Majeur's going to try and get the blink in, but won't be able to get the catch out. He was come through. What did he steal? Yeah, Planet Pocket. Yeah, okay. He gets the 75% self-magic resist. But really, do you want to be dragging the spells towards you? Is there any spells you can even drag towards you? This Crystal Maiden will respawn now in 10 seconds. So Roshan, 1 minute and 28. It's going to be a daytime Rosh. And yeah, both teams again playing it safe. They know if they lose this fight, it could be a game-ending fight here for both sides. So the smoke's going to come out here from the side of StoRm. They want to make a quick dive in. This Roshan again, 56 seconds away. Youngji on the high ground, trying to do what he can to scout out on the twin gate. 1J comes through. There is going to be a Sentry Ward going down here. Now Youngji, the damage comes through, but Youngji, is it going to be enough? There's going to be the Nether Strike as well. The Storm Spirit, there's going to be the Blast Off coming through from the Monkey King. Excuse me. Spit Up and the Gobble Out. No, the Gobble Up and the Spit Out coming through. Buyback has to come through from the Monkey King. When Constant Man comes through, it's going to be the extra ring now as well. Dark Lord inside of it. The damage coming through, but look at it, Nicky Cool. Oh, he needs to run himself away. He doesn't want to get the rapier. He's going to be on the deck now as well. Dark Lord, but it's going to be a black hole. DK Focus, he gets himself a rapier. Do we have the control to get the kill onto Terrorblade now as well? The buyback comes through from the Snapfire. Snapfire loses all of this one. Dominic, he's got that damage coming through from the Enigma. Do they have it? They have 3. They have that dieback on the Storm Spirit. And the buybacks come through from the Rubik, from the Terrorblade. DK Focus trying to get himself away, but they're going to be able to interrupt. They get that rapier right back in the Snapfire's hands. Holy crap. Yeah, Refresher used here on the Enigma. The double black hole potentially wins in this game. No Broodmother for 80 seconds. No Storm Spirit for 90 seconds. They get the rapier back on the Snapfire, doing, what, 458, 558, so over 600 damage. What, 658 damage? 648 damage. And he has himself that Aegis 5 minutes. This is your opening here. The Monkey King has to TP back. Crystal Maiden in the mid lane. Nicky Cole's going to come back and clear this one out now as well. Yeah, you have that black hole with the Ag Scepter. You have the shard, so you have the Malefice stun duration increase, and you have that additional damage coming through. With the pull, you have that extra range on the pull. So So even just outside of the
Dire's
black hole,
middle
you are going to be able
tower
to pull
is under
units
attack.
into it. The grasp is never
Dire's
ending
middle
here.
tower
StoRm,
has fallen.
again, they've got a 30-second window. They've got 6 heroes versus 3. The Terrorblade trying to do what they can to keep this creep wave from pushing in, but the Eidolons come through. They've got this conversion now. The Terrorblade, yeah. Creep waves, fortification will be used. 20 seconds. What can they do with it? They still have this Aegis. Is this going to be enough to... You might even just take this lane of racks. Look at this multi-shot coming through. Nikki Koskuni, the little shredder. And they back themselves away. Horses! No. Oh, okay. Straight up disconnects. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, if we're getting straight up disconnects, that's fair. That's one good reason to pause. But again, 3 minutes 50 on this Aegis here for the Snapfire. I would like to see... I mean, maybe he does finish off the Silver Edge. I mean, you already have a Daedalus. The attack speed's going to be nice. The extra damage is going to be nice. But how much damage is it? It's only like an extra 30 damage, and you know you're going to be buying into a. I love that when people say, you know, when the admins say what happened, and people just say disconnects. Like, oh, okay, you know what? I couldn't figure that out myself. But a bit of lag. So StoRm, they'll go for that reconnect in. And what have we got? We've got a lane of racks down. We have all 3. Well, I mean, we have all 6 tier 2 towers being down. So the racks on the bottom lane, if they get through this tier 3, it is open to being taken. The creep wave, though, pushed out. So they might have to back themselves away to the outpost. You know, TP themselves back towards this bottom lane. Start to push the lane in that way. As we just wait now for the Enigma to get the reconnect. This was, again, a really big opening, but cybercats, they took 2 lanes of racks, and I think they waited around a little bit too long. We saw it yesterday, and all of a sudden the power spike shifts back in favor of StoRm. You've got a 24k net worth lead on StoRm, 47 wards being placed by the Crystal Maiden there as well. You can't say he's not doing his job. Yeah, the Snapfire probably going to be one good fight away there from jumping up to the top damage on that damage done chart. Because with the Rapier, little Shredder comes through, you clean up 2 or 3 heroes, and all of a sudden, yeah, I mean, you've done like 5-6k worth of damage, you'll jump up right above that Storm Spirit. Okay, the Enigma's back. And let's see. Do we get a go? Do we have a go? There it is. Do they want to fake back here on the side of StoRm? Maybe push out this bottom lane. Level 26 on Tefilliat, so he's got that extra additional Wukong's command ring. 23 on Seneko, getting close to having the extra... What did you go for? The frostbite duration? 1.5 second frostbite duration. Nikki Cool, we've already seen level 26. Already got that 3 times little Shredder multi-shot, which we just saw there on screen. 24 onto 1J there as well. Probably the Bulldoze Barrier. Or maybe the Greater Bash. No, Greater Bash damage, not chance. So probably the Bulldoze 500 all damage barrier to come through for the Spirit Breaker. Enigma, how's he looking? Level 23, level 25. Marthas instances, 5 demonic conversions. Oh no, it's a good question. I mean, the refresh is going to be up in 5 seconds here as well. This is a big timing for the side of StoRm. They've got the creep wave to push in. And it feels like cybercats, again, they were the ones 2 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, they were the ones with 2 lanes of racks over StoRm, and now they're just not in control of this game. 26k net worth lead here on the side of StoRm. Just continues to be built up. Crystal Maiden still with that 8-second BKB. Yeah, Snapfire Aegis for 2.5 minutes. So where's this creep wave? It will be coming in now. Eidolons looking to step up. The Spylin's trying to pull some aggression back, so it's that Terrorblade illusion here as well. But the multi-shot Shredder Yeah. Storm has to be really careful about where he jumps here. He's got the Axe Scepter, though. One big jump in, he could catch everybody out, and all of a sudden this swings right back in favor of cybercats.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Everybody on the side of cybercats, apart from the Snapfire, has buyback. Snapfire had to buy back with that last fight. Nicky Cool gets himself the ranged racks now. Might step up, little Shredder. Coming in for the melee racks. Gonna get close to get the jump on it. They're gonna be able to get the kill. They do! Aegis gets popped. Snako comes in. He's going to be trying to use the freezing field as well to pull back. Wood comes back, comes through. They just create a bit of space for the respawn here of Snapfire. The Snapfire with the double boots of travel. So boots of travel twos. And yeah, he gets a lane and a half of worth of racks. It is a melee rack still, so it will heal up. And now they can just... I hope... I mean... Do they just wait out till the next Aegis? They probably do here on the side of Storm. Krillia, he takes away the Wisdom Rune from 1J. 1J, if he'd have picked that one up, that would probably been closer to his level 25. But Krillia's just like, nope, mine. He even jumps himself in for that one. It's okay. 1J is going to be able to get the one on the bottom part of the map. So that is now his level 25. What did he opt for? Going to be the Greater Bash damage. 25% on that. Okay. Rubik, at least he's got the tree dance out, so he's got something in his arsenal. Storm and Terrorblade just trying to push out this top lane. That's kind of where the rocks goes down. Nicky Cool. We'll be able to take it. Did actually go for the full Silver Edge. Okay. Guaranteed crit, I guess, on the Shadow Walk is quite nice. The break. Whose break are you really breaking? Does anyone have a passive 2 break?
This'll come in handy.
Particularly. I suppose it's just nice to get yourself in and out there. Dominic looking to push out the top lane. In fact, Krillia's going to join him now as well. They might look for Megas here on the side of Storm. You've got yourself 2 minutes and 10 seconds before we start seeing tier 5 items as well. And yeah, the push in Storm. It's going to be dive from the Storm Spirit, just trying to clean off this creep wave, but there's still going to be the Eidolons coming through here. Slowly but surely, going to be able to get through these Terrorblade illusions. Next creep wave, not too far away. Yeah, the Eidolons come through, and because of the creeps in the mid lane, just on that backdoor protection here on the tier 3 tower, the Eidolons will be able to do a decent amount of damage before the backdoor kicks back into the tier 3 tower. And this is all they have to do. Cookie comes through, they get the stun, they're going to be able to clear off these illusions. And now the creeps into the Eidolons, pushing in once again, just going to go through and try and deal with the creeps. So Snako stepping forward. And this is all they do. They keep jumping in, getting the multi-shot out with the Snapfire. Snapfire has to be really darn careful, though. Again, no buyback on the hero for 1:06. But everybody else, if Storm take a really good fight, if they've got boots of travel... Who has boots of travel? Let's take a look. Nicky Cool. And Nicky Cool. And Nicky Cool. Okay. Well, they're going to be able to put pressure onto the tier 3. At least here, Krillian dived himself in. The Wukong's going to come through. They won this lane. Raxaneko gets to jump in now as well. Do they have the lockdown? They don't. Terrorblade gets the BKB off, but it is going to be mega creeps. Storm Spirit wants to go for the dive now. Who is he caught out? Gets to catch out on the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden, his BKB's down. Going to be able to walk himself away from this one, though. Nicky Cool gets a kill onto Youngji. Youngji's there for 94 seconds. This is the opening that they need. Where's that jump in? Where's that black hole to come through? They've got that blink dagger if they want it now as well. There's going to be a lot of damage coming through, but is it good enough? They're going to be able to walk themselves into this one. They're just looking for the lockdown. They get the kills. They get the damage. Nicky Cool absolutely cleaning up again. Little Shredder comes through. Backlines. 1J is going to try and do it. Can they get the lockdown? They get the kill onto the Broodmother. They get the kill onto the Oracle. Storm Spirit has to buy back, but the Oracle, Storm Spirit, as well as the Rubik being the only ones left alive. Pretty sure this is going to be the end of the game now. Yeah, the damage coming through, and Little Shredder up in 3 seconds. Not even going to need it. Storm, against all odds, up against cybercats here. They were able to hold on. That game looked like it was going to be over in the first 20 minutes, and all of a sudden, Storm, they turn it into an... 59 minutes and 57 seconds on the clock there at the end of that game. I genuinely thought that was going to be over in the first 20-25 minutes, and all of a sudden StoRm, they hold out, they get that rapier out on the snapfire, they avoid the fights, they get themselves a couple of Roshans, they get themselves the Blink Dagger Black Hole out on the Enigma. The game goes so long, the Monkey King catches back up, and cybercats, it felt like they didn't punish StoRm enough when they were 2 lanes racked up, and all of a sudden StoRm just get themselves right back into it. So that is going to be our first series done. We do have a second series to come, a little bit behind schedule by about 24 minutes. Damn. Yeah, so we're going to be taking, let's take a look. It's going to start at 16:39, so in about 15 minutes. So I'm going to be done so we can set up for Hurry Freak. Thank you for tuning in. Again, if you want to support me, it's ROBBNROLL on Twitter. You can follow me there. And I'll be back in a couple of days for more Eastern European action. But for now, we're going to jump into a break. And when we come back, it'll be Hurry Freak for the second series of the day. But for now, we'll see you after the break.